UK Citizenship Rules face overhaul. The UK is set to undergo a major shift in its citizenship landscape come 2024. This overhaul is not just a minor tweak, but a comprehensive rethinking of who can call themselves British and under what conditions. These changes, touted by the government as necessary measures to strengthen borders and safeguard national security, have sparked widespread anxiety and confusion among both immigrant communities and legal experts. The government argues that these measures are essential for maintaining the integrity of the nation, but critics say they could lead to unintended consequences, including the marginalization of vulnerable groups. With the potential to impact millions, these new regulations are raising crucial questions about fairness, inclusivity, and the very definition of British identity in the 21st century. What does it mean to be British? Is it a matter of legal status, cultural assimilation, or something more profound? These are the questions that many are grappling with as the new rules loom on the horizon. Understanding these changes and their implications is not just a matter of legal technicality. It's about the lives, families, and futures hanging in the balance. For many, the uncertainty is not just about their own status, but also about the future of their children and loved ones. The emotional toll is palpable as families gather around dining tables, sifting through paperwork and seeking clarity in a sea of legal jargon. This essay aims to demystify the complexities surrounding these new rules, offering a clear and concise guide for those who may be affected. We will break down the legal language, explain the key changes, and provide insights from experts who have been closely following the developments. Our goal is to make this information accessible to everyone, regardless of their background or legal expertise. We'll delve into the specifics of the changes, examine their potential impact on various communities, and provide practical advice on navigating this new terrain. From understanding the new eligibility criteria to knowing your rights and responsibilities, we aim to equip you with the knowledge you need to make informed decisions. Whether you're a long-term resident, a recent arrival, or simply someone concerned about the direction of immigration policy, this guide will equip you with the knowledge and resources you need to face the future with confidence. We will also share stories from individuals who have already begun to navigate these changes, offering a human perspective on what can often seem like an abstract legal issue. By the end of this guide, we hope you will feel more informed, more prepared, and more empowered to take control of your future in the UK. The 2024 UK Citizenship Rules represent a significant departure from previous legislation, introducing stricter requirements and higher barriers to entry. These changes have sparked widespread debate and concern among various communities and stakeholders. One of the most notable changes is the tightening of residency requirements. Previously, applicants needed to demonstrate a certain period of residence, but the new rules extend this period significantly. Applicants will now need to demonstrate a longer period of continuous residence in the UK, with even minor breaches potentially jeopardizing their eligibility. This means that even short trips abroad or minor administrative errors could have serious consequences. This means that individuals who have lived and worked in the UK for years, contributing to society and building lives, could face unexpected hurdles in their path to citizenship. Families who have established deep roots in the community may find themselves in a precarious situation. Further complicating matters is the increased scrutiny of criminal records. The new regulations cast a wider net, encompassing a broader range of offences. The new rules broaden the scope of offences that could lead to disqualification, including minor offences and even spent convictions. This has raised alarms among legal experts and human rights advocates. This raises concerns about fairness and proportionality, particularly for individuals who have already served their time and are seeking to rebuild their lives. The potential for past mistakes to haunt individuals indefinitely is a contentious issue. The updated regulations also place a greater emphasis on documentation and evidence, requiring applicants to provide extensive paperwork to substantiate their claims. This includes proof of residence, employment, and other personal records. This can be a daunting and costly process, particularly for individuals from disadvantaged backgrounds or those who may have difficulty accessing historical records. The financial and emotional burden of gathering and submitting the required documentation cannot be understated. Community organizations and legal aid groups are stepping up to provide support and guidance to those navigating these new requirements. However, the demand for assistance is high, and resources are often stretched thin. The government argues that these changes are necessary to ensure the integrity of the citizenship process and to protect national security. Critics, however, argue that the measures are overly harsh and disproportionately affect vulnerable populations. Public opinion is divided, with some supporting the stricter measures as a means of maintaining order and others viewing them as an unjust barrier to integration and inclusion. The debate continues to unfold across various media platforms and community forums. As the 2024 citizenship changes take effect, their impact will be closely monitored. The true test will be in how these regulations affect the lives of those who call the UK home and their ability to fully participate in society. In the end, the goal should be to create a fair and just system that balances security with compassion, ensuring that the UK remains a place where people from all walks of life can thrive and contribute to the community. While the new citizenship rules impact a wide swathe of the UK population, certain groups are particularly vulnerable under these changes. These regulations, designed to tighten the criteria for citizenship and residency, have far-reaching consequences that ripple through various segments of society. Temporary visa holders, often working in essential sectors like healthcare and education, face increased uncertainty as they navigate the complexities of renewing their visas and maintaining continuous residency. These individuals, who play crucial roles in the functioning of our society, now find themselves in a precarious position, unsure of their future in the country they have come to call home. Long-term residents who have not yet naturalized, perhaps due to financial constraints or a lack of awareness about the process, now find themselves facing a higher bar to secure their status. The financial burden of application fees, legal assistance, and the time-consuming nature of the process can be overwhelming. For many, the dream of becoming a citizen seems more distant than ever. Minor offenders, including those who have committed minor offences in their youth, are also disproportionately affected. The new regulations do not take into account the context or the time that has passed since these offences were committed. This lack of nuance means that individuals who have turned their lives around and contributed positively to society are still being penalised for past mistakes. A past mistake, even one that has been addressed through the justice system, could now cast a long shadow, potentially derailing their chances of securing citizenship and building a stable future in the UK. This creates a sense of perpetual punishment where individuals are unable to move past their history and are constantly reminded of their past errors. The impact extends beyond individuals to families and communities, raising concerns about the potential for separation, economic hardship, and a climate of fear and uncertainty. Families may face the heart-wrenching possibility of being torn apart, with parents and children living in different countries. Communities that rely on the contributions of these individuals may suffer as well, leading to a breakdown in social cohesion and support networks. Community leaders and activists are voicing their concerns, calling for a more compassionate approach to immigration and citizenship policies. They argue that the current regulations fail to recognize the humanity and contributions of those affected, and they are advocating for reforms that would provide a clearer, fairer path to citizenship. Despite the challenges, there is a sense of solidarity and resilience among those impacted. Communities are coming together to support one another, offering legal advice, emotional support, and advocacy. This collective effort highlights the strength and determination of those who are fighting for their right to belong and contribute to the UK. As the debate over these regulations continues, it is crucial to remember the human stories behind the policies. These are not just numbers or statistics. They are real people with hopes, dreams, and aspirations. By understanding and addressing their struggles, we can work towards a more inclusive and just society for all. The implications of the 2024 citizenship rules extend far beyond the legal realm, carrying with them the very real potential for life-altering consequences. For those who are unable to meet the new requirements or who fall foul of the stricter regulations, deportation becomes a looming threat. Being uprooted from their homes, separated from loved ones, and forced to rebuild their lives in unfamiliar surroundings is a daunting prospect with far-reaching emotional, financial, and social ramifications. The impact extends beyond deportation, with individuals potentially facing job loss, restricted access to public services, and difficulty securing housing. Families could be torn apart, with parents facing the agonizing decision of whether to leave their children behind or uproot them to an uncertain future. The ripple effects of these changes are likely to be felt across communities, potentially leading to a loss of talent, a decline in social cohesion, and a climate of fear and mistrust. If you found this information helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the GK Health Passport channel for more updates.